The 3 foods that make Japanese 90-year-olds stronger than 30-year-olds. 89-year-old Japanese senior Hiroshi just outwalked his 35-year-old grandson on a mountain hike. 92-year-old Grandmother Tanaka still works her rice fields 8 hours daily, while her neighbors half her age need afternoon naps. 87-year-old Master Sato has the grip strength that crushes handshakes with men 40 years younger. Meanwhile, Americans half their age struggle to walk around the block. The difference? 3 foods that cost less than your morning coffee, and food number 2 will absolutely shock you. Here's what amazed American researchers when they visited Japanese mountain villages. These seniors weren't taking supplements, doing extreme workouts, or following complex diets. They were simply eating 3 traditional foods their great-grandmothers taught them. Villages where people eat all 3 foods have residents working well into their 90s, while neighboring areas show typical aging patterns. But villages that stopped eating these foods, their elderly populations started needing the same medical care as everywhere else within just 1 generation. Food number 1. The morning ritual that changes everything. Every Japanese centenarian starts their day identically. 6 a.m. sharp. 1 bowl of fermented liquid that looks unappetizing, but keeps them energized all day without afternoon crashes. It's miso soup, but not the bland version from restaurants. Traditional miso fermented for 2 to 3 years using family recipes passed down for generations. The long fermentation creates beneficial bacteria that most people's guts have never experienced. 84-year-old Master Tanaka still makes his miso the way his ancestors did in 1847. Last month, his doctor was shocked when blood tests showed the digestive health of someone 30 years younger. His energy levels embarrass his middle-aged children. The timing matters. Empty stomach, first thing in the morning. This prepares the digestive system for optimal nutrient absorption throughout the day. Japanese seniors who follow this routine report steady energy levels that last 12 to 14 hours without crashes. Research shows traditional miso contains over 100 different bacterial strains that support digestive health. The fermentation process creates compounds rarely found in modern processed foods. But food number 2 is where things get really interesting. Food number 2. The smelly superfood nobody talks about. Here's fair warning. This food has an incredibly strong smell that takes getting used to. It looks like beans covered in stringy mucus. Most foreigners can't handle it on first try. Yet every healthy Japanese senior eats it without fail. It's called natto, and it contains enzymes that simply don't exist in any other food on earth. 91-year-old Grandmother Sato has eaten natto every morning for 68 years. Her cardiovascular system is so efficient that her cardiologist initially thought the test results belonged to a different patient. She climbs 4 flights of stairs daily without getting winded. The preparation is specific. Traditional natto makers stir it exactly 50 to 100 times to break down the proteins properly. They add a small amount of soy sauce and mustard. This isn't just tradition. The stirring actually makes the nutrients more bioavailable. Studies on Japanese populations show that people who eat natto regularly have significantly lower rates of heart problems and stroke. The unique enzyme nattokinase has been studied extensively for its cardiovascular benefits. Villages with high natto consumption consistently show elderly populations with remarkable heart health compared to areas where it's rarely eaten. But food number 3 might be the most important of all. Food number 3. The mushroom that builds superimmunity. The third food was considered so precious in old Japan that families guarded their harvesting spots like treasure. Maitake mushrooms growing wild in mountain forests were worth their weight in valuable goods. Here's why Japanese seniors still seek them out. These mushrooms contain immune-supporting compounds at concentrations much higher than common mushroom varieties. Older folks who eat them often get sick way less. 95-year-old Master Yamada still hikes 5-mile mountain trails that exhaust tourists half his age. His immune system is so tough that he cruised through the entire 2020 pandemic without getting sick at all. His doctor calls his health impressive. Traditional preparation involves drying the mushrooms in natural sunlight for several hours, then rehydrating them slowly in warm water. This process concentrates the beneficial compounds and makes them easier to digest. Research indicates that the beta-glucans in Maitake mushrooms support healthy immune function, particularly important as people age and their immune systems naturally weaken. Elderly Japanese who regularly consume traditional Maitake report fewer illnesses, faster recovery times, and generally feeling more resilient than their contemporaries. These three foods, morning miso soup, fermented natto beans, and sun-dried Maitake mushrooms, form the foundation of traditional Japanese senior nutrition. Communities that maintain these eating patterns consistently produce elderly populations who remain active, healthy, and independent well into their 90s. Communities that abandon these traditional foods show elderly health patterns similar to Western averages. The foods are simple. The preparation methods are traditional, but not complicated. The results speak for themselves in village after village across Japan. Your choice is straightforward. Continue accepting that aging means inevitable decline. Or try the three-food approach that's kept Japanese seniors active and healthy for centuries. The foods are available. The methods are documented. The only question is whether you're willing to try something that might smell strange, but could change everything.